In this video, we'll walk you through how to properly pack up camp before heading to your next destination. Before driving away, it's important to make sure everything inside is secured, all exterior equipment is retracted, your tanks are handled correctly, and the RV is ready for safe travel. Start inside the RV. Remove any loose items from the counters, tables, sink area, and floor. Store everything securely in the cabinets, drawers, or designated storage areas so items do not move around while driving. If you're able to dump trash before leaving, this is a great time to do that as well. Next, fold the Murphy bed back up and raise the couch into the seated position. To properly secure the Murphy bed, make sure the straps are pulled across to ensure the mattress doesn't fall in transit and bed becomes stuck. Also, when folding up the bed, be sure to lift the headboard so it doesn't jam up and prevent you from raising the bed. Once the bed is raised, go ahead and hit the switch on the left side of the couch to set it back to the seated position. If the awning is extended, retract it before bringing in the slide out or preparing to drive. You can retract the awning by pressing the awning retract switch near the doorway or by using the Firefly control system. Continue retracting until the awning is fully closed. Never drive with the awning extended. Next, retract the slide out. Before doing this, make sure nothing is blocking the slide out from the inside or outside of the RV. When ready, press and hold the slide out retract switch. Continue holding the switch until the slide out is completely retracted, then release it. Do not drive until the slide out is fully closed. Once the slide out is in, it's time to retract the equalizer stands. Press and release the equalizer retractor switch that allows the stands to fully return to their travel position. Once retracted, be sure to turn off the equalizer system so as not to accidentally have the stabilizer jacks lower in transit. Before driving away, always confirm the equalizer stands are completely retracted. Now, check the cabin and the bathroom fan vents and the skylight and the windows. Make sure everything is fully closed before driving. Open vents, skylights, and windows can be damaged by wind while driving and can also allow rain, dust, or debris in the RV. If your campsite has a dump station or sewer connection, this is a good time to dump both the wastewater and gray water tanks. The black water tank or wastewater tank holds toilet waste. The gray water tank holds water from the sinks and shower. Dumping gray water second helps rinse the sewer hose after the black tank has been emptied. To do this, access the system within the driver's side rearmost compartment, pull out the waste hose, and place the end in the campground sewer hookup or dump station. Turn the red valve so that it is in line with the hose. We generally recommend finding a rock to hold down the hose in the drain. Once secured, press and hold the wastewater valve until it is fully open. Once open, flip on the waste pump switch. When the wastewater tank is empty, you'll notice a very distinct change in sound that the waste pump makes. Do not let the pump run for more than 15 seconds dry, otherwise it may damage the pump. After the wastewater is done, press and hold the wastewater valve switch until closed. Then press and hold the gray water switch to allow the gray water tank to drain. Repeat the process with the gray water tank. Turn on the waste pump until the tank is empty, being careful not to run the pump dry for too long. Once complete, press and hold the gray water valve switch until closed. Next, turn the red valve so it is perpendicular to the hose to close it before retracting the hose. To retract the waste hose, simply press and hold the retract switch while ensuring the hose winds evenly around the spool. Sometimes this can be a bit tricky, but if not winded correctly, it may become jammed and difficult to pull out upon the next use. Once both tanks are dumped, you're ready for the next step. If you filled up the freshwater tank, it's ideal to dump it prior to leaving. This may be helpful if you no longer need onboard water, are reducing travel weight, or are returning the RV. The freshwater can be drained one of two ways, either through the gray and waste tanks, or by locating the drain valve underneath and opening it. The valve is located on the driver's side, just inside of the front side of the rear tires. Next, disconnect city water, power, and shut off the propane. For city water, turn off the water spigot first, then disconnect the hose from the RV and the campsite connection. For power, turn off the breaker at the campground electrical box before unplugging the power cord, then disconnect the cord from the RV and store it properly. Finally, turn off the propane switch. Store all hoses and power cords in their proper compartments. Walk around the outside of the RV to ensure all outside compartments are closed and latched properly. This includes utility compartments, storage doors, hose compartments, and any other exterior access panels. Everything should be secured before driving. If step hold was activated while camping, turn it off before leaving. This allows the entry step to retract properly when the door closes. Before driving, confirm the step is fully retracted. Next, open the Firefly control system. Tap the menu icon, select controls, then select in operation. From there, shut off anything that is not needed to help conserve battery power while traveling. This may include lights, fans, or other systems that were left on during your stay. Before starting the vehicle, complete one final walk around. Check that the awning is retracted, the slide out is closed, the equalizer stands are up, the step is retracted, all compartments are closed, and all hoses and cords are packed away. Look around the campsite to make sure nothing was left behind and that there are no obstructions near the RV. This final walk around is one of the most important steps before departure. Once everything is packed, secured, and checked, start the vehicle, remove the parking brake, and when you're ready to leave, take your time pulling out of the campsite, watch for people, trees, posts, and low branches, and have a safe drive to your next location.